新巴111號線經土瓜灣、九龍城同新蒲崗前往紅石村，祝旅途愉快。One car for one road first one line towards Nwfb Street, Manchester Line, Kowloon City, and Seoul Protocol. Thank you and enjoy the journey. 欢迎乘坐新巴111路，经普花湾、九龙城和新蒲岗，前往平石村。祝您旅途愉快。下一站林市街。Next stop, Cotton Street. 下一站，坡面大街。
Wala ka bang ano bukas gagawin? For 2 years?
I will, pero kasi trimester, wala ganong bakasyon. Maybe they'll come to Philippines. I've been with my mom ever since. Kasi bunso nga ako, diba? Like, I'm the baby of the family. Until now, she treats me like that.
Wait, so what about your dad actually?
I can go for it.
Is it like, is he still here in Hong Kong? Pero nangiwagan na.
No, he doesn't do that, but like, he does something else in life.
What is he, drugs? Same. The reason why my dad passed away is because, ano siya, medyo na bad influence siya sa drugs, sa alcohol, ganun. I mean, my whole life naman, I think my mom told me na parang my dad's alcoholic, ganun. And when I was with my dad in the Philippines, when I spent a year there living, I didn't know, I was a kid, diba? But I can remember, there's this girl na kasama niya palagi. First I was a child, I didn't know what's happening. I didn't know. But then when I went home to start my primary school here, my mom's like, Karen, may nakikita ka bang other like bottle blah something like my mom tried to make it sound like so I'm like yeah, but of course I think I did say na parang one girl na pangalan ito ganyan. And then of course you know parang behind my mom's back ganun. But then of course my mom tried to love him pa rin the whole time. And then yun until he's really alcoholic naman. He's been alcoholic and then this is the worst. I think na-hospital na siya, he's there. They're trying to like support his heart so it's like failing na and stuff. And I heard this talaga in the when I was in the Philippines through parang sa burol, like in the morning, coffee with my lolo. He said something like, this from my perspective, what I know is parang he stopped taking his meds so he can just rest in peace now. He said because he regrets everything he's done and all that shit. So he stopped taking his meds and he just let himself like ano na. And then you know how they say when or ano, they're like, but then when my lolo was like, but then you can see from his face na he died happily, na parang walang grief or anything. So he really wanted that. But the thing is, I didn't understand, but then my mom and my lolo were talking. Tapos sinabi ni lolo ko parang, di ba lang bumisita, ang kapal ng mukha, blah, blah, blah. And I bet he was talking about these people who dragged him into doing drugs and stuff. Kasi months before daw, my dad would go to church every morning, Sunday ata, or weekends. But then, every after church, he would be dragged into someone else's places to maybe like take drugs. Go home, yeah, and then go home and like, you know, when if you're on drugs, it's like you do different stuff. But if it's something's in your heart, like going to church, of course you would go. So that's what he does. So, and then my law is like, buti na lang, it's better to don't visit. Kasi kung ano rin, baka ano rin magawa niya sa kanila. So, I don't know. Oh, and then I just dreamt of him last week. It felt so real na the situation was in the dream. And then from that dream, I woke up in another dream. No, I woke up. So I'm like, Ate, look, Dad's alive. I showed up the picture. She's like, nothing. And then I was crying to Mom in my dream that I woke up from. So I go, Mom, he's alive, bro. And they were not saying anything. And when I woke up in real life, I was crying. So I cried so hard na. I went to Mom. I'm like, Mom, I dreamt of him. I dreamt of Dad. And then, you know, I let it pass the whole day. And I was like, shit, I felt so bad, so I just went to the gym to work out. And then later on that day, after my workout, you know how Facebook sends you notifications para, oh, memories, memories. I saw the only notifications from my dad na memory. It's like, 3 years ago, you became friends with Hector Escala. I'm like, so he paid a visit with me to my dream. Kasi I only accepted his request after he passed away. So it means parang, you know, it made sense. And I was like telling myself, it's good that he visited me kahit lang sa dream ko. You know, I mean, yeah. Like certain things happen naman. Maybe it happened to make like people stronger, ganon. Yeah. You can see naman for yourself, diba? Maybe going through all of these things, it made you like very independent and strong.
Don't you feel like after all that, it's like you want to give everything to your mom? At the end of everything, your mom was the one who tried to like make it all complete for the sake of
That's why I got a full-time job na, so I can like spoil my mom. Yeah. It's like, that's what you want to do for your mom, especially kung siya na yung parang naging mom and dad for the longest time. The least you can do is actually, kasi they've lived in this world without you, but you have never lived without them. So the least you can do is at least spoil them, if not with your love, at least something with material to let them know that parang you really appreciate them.
Man, I'm gonna cry, man, that's my fault. Did you know about the whole time that your dad's like that?
Oh my god, I don't want to be tear-eyed, but then you know about the dog as well?
What dad?
My sister has 2 dogs. One passed away and one is present. The reason why the dog passed away the one is kasi my dad was like really drunk na. It got worse na parang it's so bad na my dog was just there in the sofa and my dad was there and he had a knife. You know, I've never really opened this up to anyone, but
You don't have to tell me.
it's okay. But because you know, it's rare to have this kind of connection with someone. So what I heard from my mom, she kept this for me because it's really something different. My mom went home for my sister's graduation. Plan was only my mom and the boyfriend. And I was wondering, this is a picture of like, where's dad, you know? And then she only told me after a few months, after I've been asking like, oh, how's dad doing? And then she just said na parang, oh, did you know na parang he's in rehab, ganon, ganyan. I said that day, my dad, he was like so drugged. He stabbed my sister's dog, and the dog was crying na ganon. And then my sister was there in the same living room. So she ran and called my grandparents. They were downstairs. Tumawag sila ng police. And inaresto siya. I'm not sure if he had to stay in jail. And then my lola had to like, and it's because the drug did it to him. That's why he did it. It's so sad because like the wrong things can like family is family, or with your dad na parang may realize na parang all the wrong things is done and talagang is gonna be in so much regret. So it should all end good naman, especially in your whole life dahil you shouldn't be living with something like with such big grief.
But no, man, like think about it. They're doing it to themselves.
Yeah.
Like anak ka lang, sasabihin nila anak ka lang.
Yeah.
Ano
Oh
ka
yeah,
ba?
those
Diba?
hurtful
But
words.
still, like, yun nga anak lang ako, I have no choice. Ikaw, tatay ka, you had a choice. You chose that.
Yeah.
Kasama mo kami araw-araw, and then you're doing that. So,
Shit.
you can still have a soft heart with other people, but still, if it's the roots,
Yeah, actually you can do it.
I don't know.
But then I look at it at the way na parang it's not my dad who chose to do things like that. It's the drug that, parang brainwashed into doing those things.
But still,
If anything happens to your dad now, would you still
I'll be
help
glad.
him? You'd be glad?
my mom did everything throughout these years. You know what, last year, kung hindi ko pa alam, I asked my mom, kasi I was aware that he's always, ba si Erika nga nakapansin? I didn't know it was like that. Si Erika nakapansin. And I was like, I was in denial kasi I've known him as this person who's like very lenient, very patient, very kind. Like all these, but like not, it can't outweigh the fact that he does it. And he comes home to us.
Till now?
You know why, like the main reason why I'm mad at him for doing that? Kasi hindi ko siya kaagaw. Siguro like, one of the reasons why I went to the Philippines, I don't want to see him like that.
But then, is it like deep in your heart, you're still hoping for like a miracle to happen na?
It's not gonna happen, alam ko yun. Kung Yossi nga kaya kong pigilan, sabi niya, because my brother was aware that, my whole family knew. I didn't know. Like, when I asked my mom that day, I asked her, diba, kasi alam ko, he likes to bet. So, a year later on, I was 16 when I asked. Everything made sense.
I think our moms did stuff
For us.
para hindi tayo masaktan, no? Especially at our age.
But that's the thing, that's why when I get my mom, I feel like I owe so much to her. Like,
Yeah.
siya nagpapakain sa atin. My dad could.
下一站海底隧道收费
That
广
was the
场。
fact that we can still like sagot-sagot our mom sometimes now. So good.
I feel like,
If you ask other people, they're gonna be like, success, they want it all for themselves and anything they want.
no man, I feel like it's useless. So, sige nga, I'm gonna be successful. When I die, you think you're gonna burn down with me?
Yeah, we're all gonna end up like in the same grave and same ano.
Pareha tayo babaon sa lupa. Call it like expensive grave. Go fuck yourself. We're all in the same soil.
Yeah, we're all gonna end up bones anyway.
That's the thing. I feel like it's useless. I'm gonna be. I wanna see other people be successful.
Yeah, because we're all in this race na parang we all have different interests, and those interests will lead us to our success. So if you ever get it early in life, for example, oh your dad's a millionaire, ganun, well congrats to you. Don't let it grow in your head now. You're parang
You're
you
more
feel you're parang
entitled.
Instead, why don't you invest that or start donating to like, charities and just help other people like reach their goals.
Like as you said, yung race. I don't believe in the race. I think if there is a race, the race is between me and myself yesterday, not anyone else.
That's what people think kasi, na parang I'm competing with you, like,
I don't believe that. At the end of the day, do I sleep with you? No,
Yeah,
I sleep on my
exactly.
own bed with myself. The only thing I'm in competition with is myself.
Like, okay, use a BMW at the tapos outside, we use the bike, take this tunnel. No matter how long you take, you're still gonna end up the same
Yeah.
way. So,
Same way,
it doesn't
doesn't matter.
matter.
I wish the world could think this way. I think we're all gonna be in a better place. But then, let's say like if it's just individual, siguro it's okay. Pero thinking of it as a society, because it's a system.
Yeah,
It's so different, like apart from yourself and other people, like not just other people, like the whole set of people. It's a system. Parang the good and the bad. the rich and the poor. Uy, ano na yan, LS? Disparity between the rich and the poor. It has to be balanced. It's not. Maswerte nga tayo. I feel like we are.
Yeah. Like we can be satisfied with these stuff, but then we still have like parang we still want more with some things, but then there's actually some people na parang wala talaga.
Ginagawa mo araw-araw for granted, those people can barely get it. Parang yung kakain ka lang 3 times a day, that's so normal to us. But then for others, they have to work hard for it.
But would you say that the person your father was before when you were young is different from now? Was he?
I feel like how I know him now, it doesn't really matter anymore from how I know him
Back then?
You know, man, like I go to church. I live in the Philippines. I say religious yung on site ko. That's where we go. Go to church every Sunday. We talk about family, forgiveness. Like I have it in my heart to forgive other people. Like Pooja, she never said sorry to me for manipulating me. Even if I thought I was all just fucking up the whole time, I've apologized for everything. Throughout these years, I've never heard her apologize, but I've forgiven her. Maybe you want to not do it with my dad. Is that selfish?
I don't think so, kasi I don't know. Okay, I'll be honest with you. To be honest, even though my dad's gone, there's sometimes na parang inisip ko na, damn, you could have done better in this kind of aspect, that aspect, gano'n.
I know some. Siguro. Man, I swear nung nalaman ko parang I felt like my whole life was a lie. You know, it wasn't even planned. Dalawang kapatid ko lang, they were planned. Magkasunod kaya sila, 94 and 95. And I was 98, so it's and my mom was on birth control, and then she didn't know I was gonna come. So parang all alone. Tapos nung umuwi kami sa Philippines, like yung last uwi namin, yun lang yung time na, syempre like nung uwi namin.
Yung may family picture pa kayo before and after, yung siblings mo, yung ba yun? I think I saw that post somewhere. Like you created it, right?
No, I had to do it. Yung time na yun, because I only found out last year na. So we went to Philippines 3 years back. Tapos ngayon, when we came back to Philippines, like, this one night, I broke down. The first time na I broke down na parang, kasi we've been there for 2 weeks. My sister and my brother went to Philippines. I went back here na, if ever my kuya was there, he's so gonna get mad at my dad. And then yung one night, I fell with my dad. Usually my dad is chill. He doesn't, like, when we talk back to each other, he thinks it's okay. Because this one time, he wants to act like he's superior because my cousins are there.
Was he drunk or?
Probably drunk. I don't give a fuck. So parang like these whole time na parang 2 weeks, whenever I look at him, parang hindi ka ba nahihiya? My lola, my mom, kasi mom's side ko. Hindi ka nahihiya? Ganyan ka, tapos nandito yung lola ko. And then, yun yung kinagalit ko. And then that one night when I fought with him, yun na yun, nilalabas ko na doon. But I wasn't showing that because of that. It was about something else. And then my aunt, yung kapatid ni mama, they were telling me that they know na gano'n, but they still accept it. And it was like, I was lost for words. Like, kung hindi siya nahihiya, even if you accept it, ako nahihiya ako. Because you accept us with all of your heart. Tapos, and that's gonna show up against me. Even if you accept it. What the hell?
Well,
Okay, that feels good to let it out of me.
it does.
Thank you for it. Thank you.
It's nice kasi if you keep it out to yourself, it's gonna run through your mind the whole time na parang
It's gonna explode like
stays
shit.
like that.
2 years. Yun yung time na nakilala ko yung kuya ko. Didn't know he's my brother. I was 6. I stayed there for 2 years. In these 2 years, something happened. He's dead now.
Ooh.
Basta something happened.
Oh, I think I can guess what it is.
Please don't say. I feel like I'm never over that. It gets better every day, but it's so ironic. I can hold out. I can let other guy touch me, but
Oh, you see, JD told me some similar stuff, but after everything he's done to me and all the pain he's caused me, I've never like. Okay, let's just say he has something like similar like that, and he told me that no one ever knows it, only me and not even the mom, just me and the boyfriend. So I respect that so much that even though na parang wala kami contact na almost for a month, and I know I'm like ready to let go na talaga, I'm never gonna spoil it to anyone. Kasi I know how painful that is. You're gonna grow up to like live with the thought of the parang
it gets better.
you were
but
so
it's
young, you got
never-
taken advantage of, but then you grow up and you think na parang, okay, I shouldn't be living in the past, so I should just be stronger, ganun.
I have that tattoo. It's ironic. It says don't dwell on the past, but it's so ironic because we have the back. You have to look back to it in order to see it.
Oh, I know.
But it gets better every day, but it's still there. That's the thing
I
about it.
know. There's some.
It's gonna get okay, but it's still there. That's the thing. So yeah, he said, and I forgave him. Yeah, and then yun, I felt like, tas nung nalaman ko about my dad, I realized that if he wasn't fucking up back then, he would be here. He would send me Philippines or my brother or like anyone, and would be here. And nothing's gonna happen to me.
Diba? Because like, to be honest naman talaga in life, in a whole family, the father is supposed to be the one na parang,
No, this
that's what hurts. It's supposed to like, ano. Because like, now you wouldn't have to be suffering like, oh, getting this, that, get that good job. If your father in the first place is like, parang successful na ngayon.
Even my siblings would be, you remember, Kubay Kuya got kicked out kasi he didn't grow up with us. He rebelled against my mom and my dad kasi he wasn't living with them for 11 years. He came here when he was 11. That's when I met him as well. When he was 11. Naman 11, yeah. Parang ganon. Maybe we would have been better if you weren't fucking up.
But instead, it's the mother who like works harder. It shouldn't be like that.
Hearts out to my mom. Heart and soul, bones and skin, everything, sweat and blood. She's just gonna sit her pretty ass down and just do that. Every month, determine mo lang.
Yeah, I think one of my biggest goals is that to give my mom the life that she deserves. But I don't care if she just have to sit down, watch TV, whatever, but she deserves all that thing.
The world na. I'm gonna tattoo her name sa ribcage. Diba sabi nila si Adam and Eve? Eve was from Adam's, like on my rib as well. Pero baliktad. Because I came from her, like something like that. Just to remind me. Because I'm gonna be in Philippines now, so like, I don't wanna call out there. It's so hard though, like, when I first started, like, sleeping with other people, other guys. See, when I wasn't that scared, and then I had my pregnancy scare for the first time. That's when I realized that what if something happens? How am I gonna say that to mama? Like, she thinks that she raised me this way, tapos ano?
So for now, parang anong gusto mo estado ng relationship mo? Parang wala na.
My very first priority, my mom and myself. Family and myself. That's it.
Good. Just, yeah, I'm trying to do the same.
You owe it to yourself, man. This whole time you're trying to invest yourself in other people. Have you even invested in yourself?
Yes.
You owe it to yourself. And we're young. How old are you again?
20, just turned.
See? So fucking young.
Lalo ka na, girl, ang mature mo na mag-think and you're so young. Like, these bitches out there, like, thinking they can just, like, sleep around people, have fun, all that shit, but has no, like, goals in life. Parang, you need to wake up, to be honest.
And you can still I still do want to have fun, but at the same time, I have more important priorities ahead. Like, not just
It
this.
happened out of nowhere. I was eating with him in a restaurant, and he was like, nagkukwento siya I don't know if it kahit na yung kwento niya about him hoeing around and shit. But then I realized something different. His eyes were literally okay. It was like there's no reason for it to like shine and all that shit. But fuck, I see it like sparkling, and I was just starstruck na ganon. I'm like, shit, it's real that when you're in love with someone, you're gonna see something in their eyes, and it made me feel everything. So I'm like, okay, I fell in love that night. Did you feel it?
I think several times, but I still, I don't know, maybe I do deny it because I've never felt yung parang fall in love na it's two-way street, like,
Yeah, because it's always like
yeah.
one side and all that shit. Fuck.
I think siguro before yung spark, kasi okay, I may make out with other people, I've never felt the same.
With that person.
I don't
Yes,
know,
of
somehow I
course.
feel like it's a bad thing, like, what if I don't feel that same thing, the same feeling, and I want to, I
It's
crave
like
for
you
it.
worry, di ba?
Like,
Parang,
paano kung siya lang yun na hindi na pwede mangyari ulit yun.
and you know how they say upon there's two persons na same. So parang,
What if they're the same?
di ba? That's why it's like you really have to, you know, think.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I can't wait for you. I've been waiting for so long. Like, no, it's time for
Okay,
me na.
di ba you've been waiting for so long, and they're gonna make you feel like something's gonna be happening and realness sila. But once they get you in that state, they're gonna go and like leave around again and stuff. So parang you're being left hanged over, like,
You know it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen every single time.
but you
Pero,
still go back to it, right?
dude, you know what? I've been okay for the past. It happened like when I graduated. Yeah, it's been 1 year. It's been going on since Form 4, 3. It was like now I feel okay. I even have someone special now. Pero I realized I couldn't do it because I still have some. Like, kahit na I don't think of you as much, but you have
There's
the back of my
something about it.
mind.
Oh, di ba?
Oh,
That's what I'm
fuck.
talking about. That's what I'm
Oh
talking
my
about.
god.
I don't
I
know.
wanna be happy. I wanna.
But then there's always this like at the back of your mind na parang
It's
this person.
Like,
Yung
you
parang,
don't want to admit it, but it's
oh,
there.
parang, oh, I'm not thinking about a person, don't worry. But then you don't rely kasi mami are like, actually, that's a person that's in my mind. Girl, I'm like next stop na. Where do you
Is
live again?
it?
Yeah. Where do you live? What buses do you take?
Shit, it's raining back. It's fine, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna meet it passes by here.
Which one?
62X, 61X.
Is it a minibus?
No, bus.
Where? Here? Diyan pa?
Actually, kanina meron din eh, but I'll find one.
Is it going that way or this way?
I have no idea. I forgot.
I'll help you find your bus stop since I'm around my place anyway.
It's okay, I'll probably find one.
Bitch, it's okay. I'll bring it to your bus stop. Palis ka rin naman ng Hong Kong, Gaga. Oh my god, it's the least that I can do.
Well, no, you don't owe me shit. It's not the least that you. Least you could do is bring me a booze. No. The least that you could do is come.
12 a.m. or 1 a.m.? Okay. We're here. I'm still gonna like go with you to find a bus. Cause I wanna be sure.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna get lost from here.
I'm looking at place na to, you know, MTR is so far. I just wanna take train. You wanna take train?
No, it's expensive.
Next stop, Nwfb Police Station. 下一站，黄大仙警署。 我哋已經到達終點站，請離開車廂，拜拜。
This is the terminal. Please alight here. See you.
我们已经到达终点站，请离开车厢，再见。